In a small Ohio town, there is an old street with no official name. You can find it on a map, but GPS will never take you there. Locals call it Sweet Tooth Street, a name that sounds cute and inviting. But there are no candy shops on Sweet Tooth Street. No child in town is allowed to play there. Every summer, when temperatures rise above 90 degrees, something happens at 3 a.m. An ice cream truck begins to play a soft, slow tune like a broken music box. Everyone knows the rule. Do not open your curtains or door at 3 a.m. And whatever you do not buy the ice cream. Kevin, 20 years old, moved into an old house at the end of Sweet Tooth Street. The landlord warned him, if you hear music at night, pretend you don't. On his first night, the basement door kept opening by itself a few inches. The refrigerator was morgue cold, and inside he found old ice cream wrappers. Each wrapper had a cartoon clown with a huge smile and the words, "Lick it before it licks you." Kevin threw the wrappers away, but they returned with 13 instead of 12. On the 13th wrapper, written in red crayon, was his name, Kevin. When he took a photo, the writing changed to, "Open the door." That night at 3 a.m., the TV turned to static, and he heard the ice cream truck music. A dry, sweet voice called out, "Ice cream and Kevin flavor." Kevin stumbled backward as every light in the house flashed at once. A knock came at the door, sounding like frozen fingers tapping wood. The voice said, "You ordered it when you were a child." Kevin remembered visiting this town 12 years ago and saying, "Maybe next time." Now the voice whispered from behind the door, "This is next time." Kevin called 911, but only heard the same music and a wet licking sound. The front door lock began to turn, and freezing air slipped through the cracks. The ice cream truck was parked under a dead streetlight, a white-gloved hand waving. Kevin turned and slammed into the ice cream man, who was too tall and bent. The man's mouth opened wider to reveal rows of children's teeth. Kevin locked himself in the bathroom, but his reflection smiled back at him. His teeth began to fall out, and the ice cream truck music started in the bathroom. The ice cream man rose from the bathtub saying, "Your ice cream is almost melted." The next morning, police found no body, only an ice cream bar labeled Kevin. The town added a new rule. Don't count how many times the truck stops at 3 a.m. Each stop means it finds someone calling your name and taking the sweetest part of you. The scariest part is when you survive. A new rapper says, "See you next summer."